Hey guys, it's Steve here. Lately, I've been asked by a lot of parents regarding how to teach your kids on English, how to learn English as second language. And I'd like to take this one episode to share my thoughts. They might be wrong, but at least in my opinion, I think it works, and that's how I learn my English. So I think it's more important to train your brain to think in English than, let's say, taking lessons in English to learn about words and grammar. And I know what you're probably thinking. How can you possibly start thinking in English? It might sound like a big challenge, especially English is not their first language. But trust me, it's not only possible, it's a skill that can dramatically improve the language ability. When you start thinking English, you'll notice that you speak more fluently, you understand better, and you feel more confident when using the language. It's like switching gears in your mind and making English your natural way of thinking. Later, we're going to break it down step by step on how you can start your training today. It's easier than you think. And you will have practical tips you can use every day to make thinking in English a habit. So whether you're a beginner or you've been studying English for a while, I hope this will help you to move one step closer to become a more confident English speaker. Let's dive into why thinking in English is so important. So first, let's talk about why thinking in English is so important. You might be asking yourself, why should I train my brain to think in English? Isn't it enough just to learn words and grammar? Well, let's break it down. First, when you start thinking English, it helps you become more fluent. Fluent speakers don't have to stop and translate every word in their heads. Instead, they just know what to say. And this is exactly why thinking in English is important. It lets you start thinking directly in English without the need to first translate everything from your native language. This makes speaking much quicker and more natural. Second, thinking in English reduces the time it takes to respond in a conversation. If you are still translating in your head, you might find yourself hesitating while trying to find the right word or phrase. This can make conversation feel slower or less confident. But when you think in English, you will have faster access to words, phrases, and expressions. You will start to respond more quickly and easily, which leads a smoother and more natural conversation. Third, when you train your brain to think in English, you will start feeling more confident in your speaking ability. Think about it. If you are able to express yourself in English as easy as you do in your own language, wouldn't you feel more confident? That's exactly what happens when you start thinking in English. You'll no longer be worried about finding the right words or making mistakes. Instead, you'll focus on sharing your ideas clearly and confidently.